Hello my dear students, welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing good. So today bacha will decode NCERT from the section of continuity and differentiability. Okay, so as you are here for it's a high weighted chapter. Let's understand how to use this chapter properly, how to use the NCERT part properly, what questions you can pick in the examples or in the exercise. I've taken all of that bacha, miscellaneous examples, miscellaneous exercises and the concepts also. So I'll break it to you in simpler steps what you can do over here to decode this section of continuity and differentiability from NCERT for your boards and for your KCERT syllabus, right? Very, very important, bacha. So let's have a look going forward. So first of all, the chapter deals here with the definitions of continuity, right? So continuity definition is very important, bacha. What is that? Limit has to be equal to the function value at that given point. Okay, whatever the critical point given. So that point, let's say for here they've given 0 as a critical point. So at the point 0, okay, at x equals to 0, the limit value should be equal to the function value. When that happens, we can say the function is continuous at that point, right? That's how we define it. So that's what you have to do for the first thing in this chapter. Definition of, have a look, definition 1. Suppose f is a real function on a subset of the real number and let c be a point in the domain of f, then f is continuous at c if, that's what I said, limit value should be equal to the function value at that point, then only you can say the function is continuous. That's very important. So you have to understand this definition very easily and solve questions on it. Very important, because questions comes on this picture. You have 2 mark or 3 mark questions coming in this section for sure. Okay, so very, very important. Either from the most actually they are asking in the definition of continuity only, whereas they can ask in 2 marker, 3 marker in differentiability. They can ask maybe in the 1 marker question MCQ, or they can ask this in or fill in the blanks as well. So the question 2 marker, 3 marker can come from just the definition of this 2 entity only, the continuity and differentiability. I hope you understand this very well. Okay, now again definition is very, very important to know. Okay, after that you have to solve some questions, bacha. So example number 2 I have mentioned over here. Please solve this example. Example number 2, example number 3. Okay, split function, it is mod x. Okay, so it will open with minus x and plus x. So to solve, bacha, find the continuity of that. Okay, and state that the statement. It will be obviously continuous, right? It will be a continuous function at x equals to 0. Continuous at x equals to 0. Next function is this. Example number 4. These simple questions. You don't have to solve and learn it. Just quickly you can look at it and learn. That is more than enough. Okay, so these questions you don't have to solve exactly. That's why you can quickly do this. So example number 4, example number 5. Okay, example number 6 and definition number 2. So why I said all of this, bacha, because the questions that is coming in the examination, that can be built on this in the examples. Like for example, in the examination you're getting a 2 mark question in the continuity. Okay, they're asking a missing value of the variable k. Then if you are solve these questions, then you will be able to solve that question very easily. That's why these examples are very, very important. There are different functions they have given. You have to understand them and solve them. Okay, Shelly. Definition number 2. Again, whenever we are dealing with finding the left hand limit and right hand limit, because the function is split, right? A function is said to be continuous if it is continuous in every point. Means if they have given a interval to you, okay, or domain is given. Think about it: a comma b, close interval of a and b. The function definition for the domain is a comma b. Then you have to check for the points at a and point at b. Okay, let's see. So again, if it is continuous or only one point, we call that function to be singleton. F is singleton, the domain is singleton, and function is continuous if this is continuous at the given point. Okay, so simple definitions are there. Please go ahead and do it. Example number 7 you can do, bacha. Okay, chaliye, moving on. Example number 9 I have marked here. Okay, and you can again, bacha, do example number 9 is over, right? Example number 10. Okay, again this is a simple question. Check this out here. You'll have 2 different graphs. This graphical approach helps you understand the question very simply. Before the point 1 there's a different curve x plus 2, and after the point 1 you have different curve x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, so you have to identify the graph like that and check the value. Okay, what are you getting, sir? At x equals to 1, x equals to 1, what is it, sir? Do not coincide. Okay, hence x equal to 1 is only point of discontinuity. This kind of question also comes. They give you a function, they define a function for you and then ask you find all the point of discontinuity. Okay, so you have to the graphical approach makes the life easier, makes the function makes more sense to us, but you have to know the algebraic approach. What is that? Finding the limit value. Okay, chali. Now moving on. So I've taken one example number 10 like example number 11, so you can skip like example number 11, then solve bacha example number 12. Okay, this all is for continuity. Example number 13, this question has been asked actually. Okay, I have taken this question multiple times in the Brahma series, I think I've taken, and I've taken this in KCERT series also. Okay, so this question is very, very important, and it comes in your MCQ, or they can ask you one marker and ask you the continuity of this, whether it is continuous or not. Okay, answer is it is continuous. Answer is it is continuous, bacha. Okay, chaliye. Okay, so they have taken different cases to solve. Example number 15 also you please solve. This is a step function. Okay, step function. Okay, please solve this. Greatest integer function is given like this, so you have to check for the continuity. So you know this, at integral point it is discontinuous, right? Check this out, at 1 2 3 4 like that, at -1 -2 -3, at all x equals to integer, this function will be discontinuous, sir. But if you are taking any other real number than integer, then it will be continuous. Check this out over here, sir. 1.555 continuous. Any point you take other than the integer, it will be continuous, bacha. Okay, so this is the definition of GIF, the greatest integer function. Okay, chaliye. So now algebra of continuous function means if f and g are two continuous functions, okay, you have to talk about the sum, the product, the difference, and the quotient. Okay, means they will also be continuous provided the conditions are fulfilled that g of c is not equal to 0. Of course, sir, it will become infinity, right? That's why it has to be a non-zero entity. Okay, chaliye. So this is algebra of continuous function, means they can give you two different functions, and you might be using that entire functions to check the continuity. Okay, that's why this algebra of continuous function also is very, very important. Some questions you can solve on this bacha as well. Chaliye. Now example number 17 you can solve, sir. Example number 17, this is just a definition based question. So discuss the continuity of sine function. What you do is replace, again finding limit c plus h if you're finding the right hand limit, okay, or any limit if you're finding c plus h, then apply the formula of sine a plus b and then substitute h as 0. You're gonna get the result to be simply sine c, this is same as f of c, same as f of c. The limit value is sine c, and that is equal to the function value at c as well, so f of c. Okay, example number 17, just one question. Sometimes they ask it, that's why it's a good question that can be framed and asked in an exam. Okay, all right, so again this is a composite function, means you have sin x by cos x over here. Fog is there. Theorem number 2, so f and g are real valued functions such that fog is defined at c. If g is continuous at c and if f is continuous at c, at gc, it means then fog is also continuous. Okay, because bacha f of g of c, right? F of g of c, it means if f is continuous at gc and g is continuous at c, it means fog will be continuous. Think about it, fog, right? So f of g of c, so g has to be continuous at the point c, and f has to be continuous at the value of the function value g at c. So f is continuous at gc, then you can say fog is also continuous at c. Again, the composite functions continuity. Okay, question is over here, example 20, please solve it. A very good question using the modulus 2 times. Okay, example 20. Yes, I know I have marked a lot of questions over here. Reason, bacha, very simple. It's a very high weighted chapter and simple as well, so please make use of it, get advantage in this. Okay, and NCERT is very important, bacha, so that's why you have to put effort on this side. Integration, entire calculus, okay, in this year is very, very important. That's why you have to spend time solving all these questions. You don't have to require that much of time to solve it, all the problems, but certain questions might take a little longer, so please practice those very carefully and give your 100% over there. Okay, so exercise 5.1, I have marked questions over here as well. 3 options, sub question C. You have question number 7, question number 8, question number 12, and bacha, I have some more questions over here. Question number 15. Okay, so question number 18 also I have here, sir, and question number 23, 24. We have, that's 28 also is there, 30 is also there. Okay, so please solve all these questions. And 34, find all the points of discontinuity of function f defined with similar question. Okay, it was given in the solved example as well, so you can try that way. Okay, that's why the questions are very, very useful for you. If you are able to solve all these questions, means it gives you the confidence in the concept. If you are getting in the examination, you will be certainly solving that for sure. Okay, now bacha, we are moving to differentiability. Again, as I said in the definition of the continuity, this also is important. Yes, they have not asked if you check the PYQs this question in 2 marker. Okay, but they have asked this question. They keep asking, find the left hand derivative derivative, right hand derivative of the given function, okay, in the MCQ or in the fill in the blank side, okay. So questions can come, maybe this time they can ask in 2 marker, okay. So we can't we cannot say that for sure, okay. The question can be asked, so please make sure that you have done this definition as well. Very important, the LHD equals to RHD. To have the function differentiable, it has to be continuous, and it has to be what, bacha? LHD equals to RHD, okay. Means, or in the graphical method, what is that? There shouldn't be any sharp corners in the graph. If it is having sharp corner, means non-differentiable at that particular point. The graph has sharp corner, for example, mod of x. It's a sharp corner, right? Means it will not be differentiable at x equals to 0. Chaliye, this is a definition, bacha. This is the first derivative principle, correct? F dash of x is given by limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x upon h, okay? This is the derivative from the first principle. All right, now some rules over here, very important rules. We can separate the differentiation. Dash represents differentiation, right? 1 dash means first derivative, 2 dash means second derivative, right? So you have u plus or minus v, means you can separate this plus and minus sign, okay. If it is product, bacha, then you have to use what? Product rule. Do the first one, keep the second one as it is, second function as it is, and then keep the first function as it is and differentiate the second function, okay. We have, bacha, quotient rule as well. You know this. Differentiate the first function, not the second function. First function, keep second function as it is, minus keep the first function as it is, differentiate the second function divided by the second functions or the whole square, the function which is in the denominator, square of that, okay. So very important, this keeps very handy in your questions when you're solving in differentiation. So very important rules, both, all the three actually. First one we don't keep as a rule because we have actually used it without knowing it is a rule, but second and third is very, very important. Product, which is Leibniz rule, and the quotient rule is very, very, very important. Chaliye. Okay, now some important formulas over here for x power n. The differentiation is n x power n minus 1, sin x is cos x is minus sin x, tan x is sec square x. Don't worry, I have given you the formulas, all the formulas in the differentiation in this chapter in one place in the Brahmastra series, okay. Please go ahead and check it out, or you can check the KCE series also. I have given the formulas in one place. I think you have already made the formulas by now, so yeah, but some formulas are listed over here. Chali. So, bacha, this is it. If you find the left hand derivative, if you check this carefully now, you'll find a minus sign over here, means LHD. What is it, bacha? RHD, right hand derivative. If they are equal, finite and equal, it means function is said to be differentiable in that interval a to b. Okay, chaliye. Okay, theorem number 3, same thing, bacha. If it is continuous, means if it is differentiable, means it will actually be continuous. Means if it is continuous, let's say a function is continuous, then we can't say for sure whether it is differentiable or not. We have to check for differentiability. How you check that? Find LHD and RHD. But if you already know the function is differentiable, then it will be continuous for sure. Same thing written over here, theorem number 3. Okay, we'll move on to corollary. Every differentiable function is continuous. That's correct. Chaliye. So now derivatives. Chain rule, bacha, very, very important. I have solved a lot of questions on it. Please make use of this. Don't forget, if you're differentiating sin y, it will be cos y dy by dx. When you're doing sin x, it becomes cos x into 1. Okay, I have showed you this in the questions also that I've solved. Okay, y differentiation is dy by dx with respect to x, and x differentiation is 1. That's why we don't write in case of sin x anything. Just write sin x as cos x, but sin y becomes cos y dy by dx. Do not forget that, because chain rule is applicable over there also. Okay, chain rule is very, very important, which a lot of questions has been used this chain rule to solve the the particular problems. Over here also, first function is sine, trigonometric function, so operate for sine differentiation. Next is a polynomial function x square, so you have to differentiate there as well. Okay, if it would have been y, you have to differentiate y again, means y square will be differentiated at 2y, and then will come dy by dx. Clear with this? Okay, I've done all these questions, don't worry, but just telling you here as well. 5.2, bacha, example, I have mentioned some questions over here. Question number 5, question number 9, and question number 10. These questions are very important, please solve it. Now, derivative of implicit function. Meaning of this, bacha, meaning of this is very simple. Whatever function you can't express with just simply y as subject, okay, means x and y will be not able to easily separable that easily. You can't separate that easily. Then you have to differentiate those functions as well. Then comes this rule, bacha. Not such a rule, simple only. Okay, what will happen? You will differentiate term by term. You will differentiate term by term. Okay, what you can do sometimes, no, try to keep constant on one side, because it'll make your work easier. If you keep constant on one side, it'll become 0, then easier to separate things. Okay, that's just, you know, a common sense, or make use of the problem given to you. Okay, chaliye sir, let's see more questions. I marked here, bachcha, example number 23. Don't worry, you might forget all these things. You might forget all these things, which question is where. So you know what to do. The sessions PDF will be given in the WhatsApp channel, bachcha. So please go ahead, join the WhatsApp channel, and you'll get the Decode NCERT sessions PDF. Okay, and then from there you can again catch up on the questions that I've marked over here. Don't have to write it right now. Do not write the questions right now. You'll get the questions, the sessions PDF for free. Just you have to join the WhatsApp channel. Don't worry, we will not get any of your data. It's not it's completely, you know, like that. We will just be posting our files or updates in the channel, so that you don't miss it out, because any bachcha announcement is given in the channel only. Okay, chali. Example number 23 is done. Excuse me. Then derivative of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, sir. So we have given you formulas of all kind. Okay, so very important, please remember all the formulas. You have total of, I think 3. If you remember, that is more than enough, but remember all the 6. Okay, just for safe side. I have listed it over here as well. So I have highlighted the sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse. These are the most 3 important, but if you remember 3 more, it's not a difficult task. Okay, might be useful in KCERT, but 3 is more than enough for the NCERT end. Chaliye, I've given you in the list of the formulas, I've given you all 6, not only 3. Okay, so domain and range is important, bachcha, and you have the formulas as well for the derivative. Exercise 5.3, I have marked questions here: 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14 and 15. Please solve these questions. Okay, you have to make some substitutions over here. To make substitutions over here is become tan, you have to make here sine, like that. You have to make the substitution here to solve the question. Over here also tan you have to make, bachcha. Okay, so very, very important. Please solve it. Okay, all right, so I've given you the question list. How can you get that? Class sessions PDF in the WhatsApp channel. Please join. Okay, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, we are putting a lot of efforts to provide all these contents. Okay, and everything is available for free. So if you're here watching the session, and if you feel that it is actually useful to you, please give us a like and share with anybody who actually needs it. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe our channel. We want to help you out, bachcha, but that can only happen if we are able to, you know, getting that motivation from all of you, that sir, you're doing a very good job, you know, ma'am, all the content teachers that we have over here for chemistry, for physics, for biology, me. Okay, we all be motivated if you have more support. Again, your support is commendable. You all are, you know, lovely people. Okay, you love us a lot and we love you back. Okay, but if you can, you know, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Please, it's a request. And if you actually like our sessions, please like the video as well. Okay, let's quickly go back to explaining you how to use the NCERT again for this chapter. But the graphical part, you have to just, you know, go through it. Very, very important, because, you know, I find graphs very helpful. So please try to, whenever you see a graph in a particular different function, no, try to understand the graph from the, just give a read. Okay, so give a read. This is for exponential function, right? This for exponential function. Please have a look. Same you'll have for logarithmic function also, sir. Check this out. You'll have for logarithmic function as well, bachcha. Yeah, here 5.10. So over here also graph is very important. You can see a log only operates on positive value. If it is let's say this base is less than 1, it will become like this. Okay, chali. Okay, sir, let's move on, sir. Yeah, now bachcha, we know this log and exponential functions are actually inverse of each other. If you take the mirror image of either of them, okay, across the line y equal to x, you'll get the other graph. So log image is e power x image is log e, provided log base is e. What type of log it will be then? If it is a base is e, natural log, sir. If log has a base e, means natural log. Okay, just you know, something I wanted to tell you. Again, the graph is mentioned. Please go through this. Some properties of log, very important, because whenever you're dealing with questions which has power in it, they ask you to differentiate a function which has power in it, which has product in it, which has, you know, quotient in it. Whenever you see this kind of question, bachcha, you have to apply log to it, and then the property of log will become very helpful to be able to solve that question. Again, it will be a implicit function only, but first you have to apply log to it to get the property, to get the use of property, and then differentiate it later. Okay, so that's why the log properties I've mentioned over here. Please go ahead, check it out. Log p with the base a becomes log p with the base b, and log a with the base b. Okay, Same bacha is over here as well. This is the product one. Log p plus log q can be written as log of pq. We use it a lot. Okay, actually. This is bacha again power. We can take this as log p plus log p because correct na? P square is there. So log p into p. So will become product again. So log p plus log p simply coming as 2 log p. So I can take this 2 in front. That's why whenever you have any power in the logarithm, okay, you can take it as coefficient of the log. So p square will become 2p. Simply coefficient it will become. Okay, same here, n log p. Quotient we have, we take the bacha difference. We take the difference here, sir. Okay, let's move on now. Again, theorem number 5 we have, sir, differentiations of exponential function, log function. Very, very simple. Simple problems are there. Just go through it once. I know it's very simple, very silly as well, but please bacha, anyway, please go through it to have the understanding of definition of both these functions. Okay, so example number 26 I have marked here. Now exercise 5.4 I have marked some questions here bacha. 4, 10 and 9 simple questions are there. Please solve this. Okay, you can solve 7th one also. 4, 7, 9 and 10. 7th one as well. Okay, now we will move on to logarithmic differentiation. I have already told you this. Whenever you have product of functions, power of functions or quotient of functions, apply log to it and then use the properties of log, and then you treat it as an implicit function and solve it. It will become much easier. Okay, same things done over here. Applying log, okay, it will become what bacha? The vx will come as the coefficient, then you differentiate as implicit function 1 by y dy by dx vx. You keep it as it is and then differentiate log, it will become 1 by ux, and then differentiation of ux also again because chain rule, so u dash of x. Next bacha, what you do? Keep log as it is and differentiate v, so v dash of x. Looks complicated, don't worry, have a look from your side. It will be very simple, it's not difficult at all. First we kept vx as it is, differentiated log, so log comes as 1 by whatever is inside, and u will become u dash of x because of the chain rule, and then next time you'll keep log as it is and differentiate v, it will become v dash of x. Simple enough. Okay, sir, so just you don't have to stick to this rule, just apply log, okay, and see it from there. It'll be very simple. I've done numerous questions on this, numerous questions in the KCERT series and in the Brahma series as well. Okay, chali. So this again very good question bacha. 27 also you have to solve. Example 27, example 28. Okay, these are good questions again. We have now, sir, example 29. Yes, please solve this as well. Example number 30. Okay, I've done this question I think in Brahma series, but you still solve it bacha. Example 30. What I've done in Brahma series, no, actually I've solved a lot of questions from NCERT. I've done in 2 parts. One is only P by Q, this chapter. Another chapter, other session is bacha only NCERT. You can refer that as well. Okay, chali. So you'll find a lot of the questions that I've marked over here already done there. So please go ahead and check it out. Now let's move on. We have exercise 5.5, question number 2, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 11. Please solve these questions. You don't have to make a list of it. Get the sessions PDF from the WhatsApp channel and that'll be more than enough. Okay, exercise 5.5, sir. Again we have question number 15, 16 and we have, sir, yeah, this is more than enough. If you want, you can solve 17th also. Okay, you can solve the 18th also. Simple questions. Okay, so but whatever I marked, that is more than enough. Minimum you have to solve this. So one more thing, whatever I've marked is minimum, not maximum. If you want, if you have time, you can solve more than that. Don't solve less than that. Okay, chaliye. So now moving to parametric form, this also very, very important. Some students struggle in this. Very simple, sir. Whatever is the parameter, the given function has to be differentiated in terms of parameter first, then you have to take the ratio. Right, so I have done questions on this as well in my sessions. Please go ahead and check it out. I have marked questions over here. Solve them as well, bacha. Example 31. Check this out. Parameter is theta, so differentiate y in terms of theta first and x in terms of theta. Then you take the ratio. dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Simple question. Minus cos theta is the answer. Example 32. Okay, 33 and 34. We have now, sir, exercise 5.6, some questions has been marked over here. 6, question number 7, 10, 11. Okay, now bacha will move on to the last topic of this chapter, which is second order derivative. Okay, so don't worry about the question. You don't have to note it down over here. As I keep saying, you'll get the sessions PDF in the WhatsApp channel. Please go ahead and check it out from there, because I know even though I'm telling you, some students will be writing it. So exercise 5.6, question number 6, 7, 10, 11. Don't do that. It's not required. Don't mark it. You'll get the session PDF. From there you can refer easily. Don't miss on any of these things. Second order derivatives are very important because it becomes very handy in AOD also. When you're dealing with questions, checking the increasing function, decreasing function, which comes, right? You know this question comes, or checking the function's nature, okay? Whether it is, so increasing function, decreasing function, or finding the maxima, minima, all of this case will be using second order derivative test, okay? So for that, bacha becomes very handy. What you do is, first differentiation is there, again differentiate with the same variable. So you'll get second derivative d square y upon dx square. You can also write this as a y double dash y2, okay, or d2y. All of these are notation for second order derivative, okay? Shally. Why I'm asking you to remember this? Because in questions they use it. They simply write it as y2 or y double dash. So you have to know that it is second order derivative, okay? Great. Example 35 is there. I have marked bacha example 36, 37, okay? Please solve these two questions. 38 also I have marked. So 38 is very good question actually. Check this out. Yeah. So this is a very good question, bacha. We have to solve this. This is the function given. We have to show this part is right. What you're gonna do? Differentiate. Take this on this side. Again differentiate. You'll get with this statement at last. Okay. Very good question. Very good question, sir. Please solve example number 38. 5.7, sir, example question number 11 you can solve, bacha. 5.7, question number 11, question number 13, 14, 15, 17, okay, very important. Please solve all these questions, okay? Whatever questions are marked, do not miss out on that. Very important, trust me, okay? You know, whenever I come for a session, I do my work, I do my homework, then only I come prepared, then only, bacha, that's what I'm saying here. These questions I've gone through, I have solved these questions in your Brahma series as well. Very important questions. Please go ahead and check it out. I'm not saying that I've solved only these questions. I might have solved different questions, but this also are very important for your preparation from this particular chapter, okay? Chaliye. Now we are moving to, bacha, miscellaneous examples. This is very important. Why, sir? You keep saying very important for everything. But there are different level of importance. Okay, first importance was to knowing the concept. Okay, once you learn the concept, the next level goes to solving some simple questions on that. So that's why let's say you're somebody who's not able to solve any question. For that person, this is very important. But for somebody who is able to solve simpler questions, who is able to solve any question from NCERT, then come, bacha, your level of miscellaneous examples. Why? Because this will ensure that you know everything in the chapter. If you can solve all these questions comfortably, miscellaneous examples exercises means you can be sure that you are gonna get any question coming from this exercise, from this chapter in exam, okay? So very important to solve these questions as well. So there are different level of importance, as I said. Example number 39. If you're done with the chapter, try to solve as many questions as possible in the miscellaneous exercise and examples. 39 is there. Then, bacha, we have example number 40. Okay, I have marked only two part. If you want, you can solve first one also. Cos inverse of sin x, very simple, right? But 2 and 3 you must solve. 2 and 3 you must solve. Okay, we can solve sin x as cos of pi by 2 minus x. No, it will become simply cos inverse of cos. So cancel out. I'll have simply pi by 2 minus x is the answer. Okay, then take the differentiation. It will become minus 1. Got it? So you can again solve this as well. But otherwise you can solve second and third one of example number 40. Second and third sub question. Chaliye, let's move on to, I think this question has been asked also. I have given you this question to solve, and I think this was a P by Q as well. That's why the question is very important. It keeps coming in the examination. So I don't remember which year, but it was asked in one of the years as P by Q. Example 41, if you want, you can solve it. I have done this question, okay? But if you want, you can solve it from your side. 42 you have to solve, sir. Please solve 42 question example, okay? And moving on, bacha, we have 43 also. If you want, you can solve, okay? And then, as I said, if you can solve all the questions, very good for me. Now coming, bacha, in the example, in the exercise of miscellaneous, example question number 4, question number 5, question number 6, question number 9, and question number 10. Please solve these. Please solve these, bacha. Okay, this is it. We have some more questions. 11, 13, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes, as I said, I love these questions. I want you to solve. I want you to be completely prepared. That's why I have pushed a little bit more on the side of miscellaneous. Why, sir? Because right now, bacha, this is the end of the year. You have already done everything. You have already done with everything. You have watched all the sessions. You have prepared. So just challenge yourself to solve all these questions. all these questions. Okay, miscellaneous, don't miss out on anything. Okay, if you're getting angry on me, I'm sorry, but you have to solve all these questions. Bacha, 18 also, 19 also included. Okay, you can see that I've highlighted the questions over here. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, now that's all of it. So we'll complete on this side of your exercise 11, 12. 12 are not marked, 13, 14 are not marked. Okay, see, I'm giving you one question off over here just a joke. Okay, so you can solve bacha 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, again, don't worry about the questions list. It'll be given to you in the sessions PDF in the WhatsApp channel. Go ahead, just join it today, right now, if you missed out on till date, and get this sessions PDF and solve all these questions without fail. You will, because you asked for these things, right? We are coming up this series to help you out. Okay, I got some comments, sir, can you do the high weightage chapter first? Here I'm doing high weightage chapter first. Okay, so please go ahead and solve all these questions without fail. Okay, and this is it for the session today, bacha. I have mentioned all the important things to be done over here, how you can approach the problem. Okay, I've done some explained some questions list as well in the exercise, in the examples as well. Please solve all these questions. Okay, keep working hard. Okay, anything you want to say to me, leave it in the comment section. Take care, bacha.